Hi, this is Jacqueline here with the GROW program. Thank you for growing with me on today. I'm here to tell you what thus saith the Lord. I'm here to tell you that God said, not I said. Well, no, this ain't coming from me, honey. This some God said. You hear me? God said, my will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. So look here. Not thy will, God's will. And if you know God, like I know God, then you know you got to get right by God. In God, for God, and about God is why we're here. We're here for God's kingdom building purposes. So get to building, kings and queens. Get to rising, get to sowing, get to mowing, and get to growing. I feel good, like the King James Brown said. My brother from another mother, but the same Father God, told us to get up on the good foot. And my brother, Curtis Mayfield, the king, said, keep on pushing. Hallelujah. Even when you get tired, keep on pushing. Keep on moving. Because I'm going to tell you something. You can't give up. You came too far to give up now, honey. Look over your life and look what God has brought you out of. Let me tell you something. We all got a story. We all got a story to tell. I mean, we all got a testimony. And that's what we're here for, to use our testimony to help others, to help lift others. And you are a legend. All legends aren't famous. Use your life to lift someone else. Be a role model. Be a role model, not just for the children, but for the adults. Let people stand back and look at you. Let them see the light that is within you. Shine your light so that others can see the path to grow. So they can see the way to God. There go God. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. You're going to grow anyway. You got to grow. Don't die in the spiritual warfare. Grow in God. Just keep growing in God. Just keep seeking God. It's something, the oppression that's all around us. It's a lot, it's too much. Is as one king told me, it's too much here lately. It's just too much. And it is. It's too much of a whole lot of things and not enough of God. We don't have enough God. We have to, we can't put God away. We got to have God every day. We got to take God with us on the job. Take God with you over there. Take God with you everywhere. Everywhere you go, carry God. Let people see the God in you. It's the God in you. That's what they gonna see. And then you can tell them too. It's the God in me. Come on and grow with me for the breakthrough. Let's grow together. And it's a daily journey seeking God. It's a spiritual journey. God is love, and love from within. And as you trying to forgive, as you forgiving, remember the bluebird of forgiveness. As you are forgiving, remember to forgive yourself. Remember to forgive you. Remember to let that stuff go so you can grow and become who God has commanded you to be. You got to let it go, because it will hinder you, that old stuff. It's time to rise, kings and queens. You are the keepers of the dream. It's time to rise to your greatness. Each and every day, keep striving for a better way. Just keep trying. That's all you can do. Nothing beats a failure but a try. That's all you can do to get the breakthrough. Is keep on trying, keep on striving, keep on growing. Stay planted in the Lord. Stay anchored down in God. Don't let them sway you. Don't let them take you. Don't let them pull at you. Don't let them take kindness for weakness. And don't think that you can just run back and see God, run into I'm going to go get God in the church, once a week. See, because when you think about putting God here weekly, we become a weakling, and we don't want to be a weakling, and be the weakest link. And there you go. You are the weakest link, So I don't know. We got to come from that, honey. Weakly becomes a weakling, and so we got to grow and be strong. We got to be strong in the Lord. So we got to carry God with us every day. We got to carry God with us every day. We get out there in the spiritual warfare on this highway of life. The way people running you down, honey, I'm telling you, road rage, all kind of some road rage where he just gonna ride down the lane and think he gonna make a lane. He just gonna ride down in the middle of two lanes. It ain't no room to pass there, and he just gonna make a lane and just disrupt and cause a traffic jam in other people's lives and then he flipped around and looked like he kept on going. That's how, you have to drive for everybody around. You have to be aware. I'm telling you, you could be dead right. So you got to move out the way, because as he rolled down and just made him a lane, both of those cars went flipping. They both went flipping. He went spinning. And then he went on down, looked like he went on down the road, making a lane. You can't make a lane. Stay in your lane. Stay over there in your lane. Don't be so quick to change lane. Don't be so quick to get over here, because look, when you get over here, it ain't going no faster really than it is over there. It just look like it is because you got a space there. I'm telling you, professional driver for 20 years. I can tell you all the road tricks. I can tell you everything. Go the speed limit, then you can make the lights. I tell you that. Stop at the stop signs and look around you. Look at the beauty that's around you. Pause and look at the beauty. Stop, drop, and roll out the spiritual warfare. Don't be so quick to get there. Pause and look at God. Look what God has done. Meditate to the Lord. Tell God some things. Speak to the Lord. Have a conversation with God in your mind. Just speak to the Lord. Meditate to God. What you say on your knees, just meditate it to the Lord. Give it to God. And God gonna carry thee. God gonna carry you on up out of it, honey. God gonna, by the time you turn around, it's gonna be over and done with. Honey, you just wouldn't believe. You wouldn't believe the miracle God performed for me. I was just sitting here thinking about it. I'm gonna tell it. Because it's a testimony. I'm going to tell it when the time is right. It's some other things that I haven't told you all of. I haven't told you everything. This stuff going to come in time. It comes in time. But I'll tell you, I was just sitting here thinking about that miracle that God performed. Because, see, as I'm growing in God, God is moving. I'm doing what's in front of me. That's what I'm doing. See, I sit up here and plan and say, I'm going to go do this and go do that. Honey, when that time come, it depends on where the Lord got me at. If I can go do that. Honey, I got to keep growing in God. I got to keep doing what God has me to do. And it's very, very busy at Grow headquarters. It's so busy. I've been meaning to call Al Sharpton back. And I got to get back with him. I got to call him. And but he's been very busy. But I know he's still got that radio show, and so I'm gonna check in with that. Cause last time I spoke with him was back in January. But I just want to touch base with him again. He said he was gonna work with us. He was gonna grow with us. So he is though. He's growing with us, but he just don't know. He's growing. He just don't know he's growing. We growing every day. We growing every day, or we growing in God for a better way. That's what we doing. Because I'm speaking over the world. Ain't nobody dying in the spiritual warfare. I'm speaking peace on earth, goodwill towards man, but not just this season, every season, every day, because God is the reason. God is the reason that we growing. God is the reason that we rising, sowing and lifting and touching and growing some more. Honey, we got to lift around us. Just start where you see a need, sow a seed. Sow that seed, that mustard seed of faith, and watch it grow. Plant that seed of love and just watch what you plant. Watch what you reap. There you shall sow. There it is for you. You gonna grow. You gonna grow a whole sweet sauna of love all around you. Begin with your children, honey. Begin with your children. We love our babies and stuff. They get on our nerves. But all we can do is tell them the right thing and give it over to God, honey. We can't stress and worry and put ourselves out there pacing the floor wondering we have to give it over to God, because in the end, God's will shall be done on earth as it is in heaven. We don't understand why. We may not know the why. One day as we grow, all things shall be revealed, and it's going to be peace on you. Peace is going to come upon you. Right now you got a lot of answers you don't know, a lot of questions you don't know, what we have to do, honey, is just give it to God and keep growing and walk in the Lord. Walk in the Lord daily. It's a daily spiritual journey between you and God. You are the judge of you. God is your judge from above. And God commands us on this earth to love. So grow in God. Keep growing in God. God commands us to love. That's what we here on this earth to do. We got the command from God above. So let's love. Let's sow love. Keep sowing love. Sow love in your marriage, your household, your in-laws. Just sow love. Here go the season. Don't let nobody take you there. Keep a smile on your face. Keep smiling, the beautiful smile of faith every day. Just let the people see the smile in your eyes. Let them see the light that is within thee, the beautiful light that is within thee, shining bright. You are the lighthouse. You are the lighthouse. The light is within thee. You are the lighthouse. Shine your light and light up the world. Shine your light and light a path for others to grow with you. Link up, lock up, rise up. Bring great warriors up with you. That's what I'm hoping to do. I'm sowing seeds for God's army. I'm bringing in great soldiers to the Lord. That's it. It's to tell you what God said, to love. Live my life as an example unto the Lord, because it's a work I'm doing unto God. So as the work I'm doing unto God, I live my life unto God. I truly do. I strive each and every day for the breakthrough. God knows, God knows I do. But each and every day, honey, it's just me. I'm alone. I'm alone, and it's just me and God. So as I go about every day, I work alone, and I'm mostly alone. If I'm not with my children, and that's it. Because I have to get the wisdom. I have to hear from the Lord. I have to have peace. I can't be a part of the spiritual warfare. I can't turn on and see what they talking about. I can't go see and find out this, find out that. What's the latest oppression? What did happen next? I see what I see in the news. I see as I'm going to look for what I need to look for, God shows me what I need to see. And I speak on it. And I am so in awe and admiration of these children who have decided to stand up and be an example that they are tired of hate. I mean, you can't even get the Supreme Court to stop hate, but you can get some children to get together. See, that's what I'm telling you. We need to look to the children. The children are our example. They are our future. We need to look to the children. Have so much wisdom. These children in there, they have to work together. They have school events. They have sports, clubs, groups, study groups. And these children have to come together. And they don't have time for hate. They trying to have an education. So, it is my sincere hope and prayer that these school administrators, these districts, because it's happening so much, these districts will recognize and right some wrongs and make the atmosphere free, happy, and safe for all children who are trying to go to school. I remember being bullied, and it's not a good feeling. it wasn't because of race, because I went to an all African school. We was all Africans in there, all black people. But, I say Africans because black is a color. We're Africans. And so, yeah, so I went, it wasn't that, it was just bullying. People teasing you, people do stuff, little boys messing with you all the time. That's what it was with me, just teasing, bothering with you. Stuff happens to kids in school. But now these children, I I truly admire them, what they have done, the stand that they have taken. And we need to look to them. They have set an example. They say they're tired of it. So, okay, they're tired of it. What are you going to do about it, administrators? It's time for you to do something. It's time for you to be an example. You're supposed to be the example. Now you got the children be an example, but you're supposed to be the example. There is no time and no place for hate. Love, not hate, will make the world great. They are over there trying to have an education. They are trying to elevate. They are trying to raise themselves, and this is hindering them. This is stopping things. This is stopping progress. Trying to drag people back to the past. This is stopping progress. It's time to grow. It's time to rise. It's time to live. It's time to sow. It is time to grow. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. Look at these children. These children have wisdom. Honey, they come in the earth. They come in the world having wisdom. This little baby standing up there with her mama and daddy said, we brothers and sisters, and we are. We are brothers and sisters. Really, we are. We truly are, because when you think about it, we all the same. Different on the outside, but the same on the inside. God has made us so identical. Common enough to have one thing in common that you can't buy. That's love. You can't buy that, but we all know how to love. We all know acceptance. It takes different colors to make the world go round. Different people to make the world go around. You can't control no one else. Only person that we can control is ourselves. We can only control ourselves. And once we realize that and begin to change ourselves, begin to grow ourselves, that's where we begin to change our environment. You can change a whole lot when you begin with you. You can fix a whole lot around you. Change starts from the within. And this change is not always easy, but necessary. Greatness reached over oppression through wisdom. God bless you as you grow, kings and queens. God bless you as you rise, as you live, and as you sow. Call somebody up and tell them you love them. Somebody you ain't told in a while. Give them their flowers while they here. I love you. Let's rise.